Hi, welcome to BibleCraft. My name is Sam, and today's story is David and Goliath. One day, the Lord told the prophet Samuel to go meet who he was going to make the next king of Israel. God told Samuel that this next king was one of Jesse's sons. So Samuel visited Jesse, and when he saw his son Eliab, he thought, certainly the Lord's anointed one is here before him. Eliab was probably the strongest, handsomest, and looked like Israel's next king. But when God told Samuel that Eliab was not his next king, Jesse brought Samuel 6 more sons, all which God had not chosen. Humans do not see what I see, said the Lord, for humans see what is visible, but I see the heart. Finally, Samuel met David. David was not as strong or as old as his brothers, and his job was to watch the sheep. But even though he was small on the outside, his heart was strong. David had fought lions and bears to protect his father's sheep, and God saw his bravery. Anoint him, for he is the one, he told Samuel. And David was anointed to be the next king. As David waited on God's time for him to become king, Israel was attacked by a giant named Goliath. Goliath led an army called the Philistines, but the men of Israel were afraid to fight him. So David, knowing that God was on his side, chose to fight the giant. He tried on some armor, and it didn't fit, but that didn't stop David, for he was brave. David walked up to Goliath himself with just a sling and 5 stones. Goliath laughed, ready to kill the boy, but David said, "You come against me with sword, spear, and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord of armies, the God of the ranks of Israel." Now, angry at David, the giant began to approach him. But the boy used 1 stone from his sling, hitting Goliath in the forehead and knocking him down. David, the boy who was smaller and weaker than those around him, defeated Goliath without a sword. But all of Israel knew that it wasn't his sling that won him the battle, but his heart. For just like the bear and the lion that threatened his sheep, Goliath threatened God's people, and David was brave and trusted God. God doesn't need us to be perfect at something to use us. He just wants our hearts ready to follow his call. If God can make the little shepherd boy into a king, what can he do with you?